Yeti. It. How's that? Is that better? There we go. I think something's off. Thank you, Kudzen. I wouldn't have known until much later. How's it going, Kudzen? Hope you're having a good morning. We're doing pretty well over here. I think it's because I was messing with my NVIDIA broadcast, trying to fix whatever lag it had last week. But I couldn't get it to work quite right, so I've just got it off for now. I don't know what was going on with it. It did not want to cooperate at all. Well, I hope everybody's having a good week. We're back with our Emberpelt colony. And yeah, this time I think we're going to be working down here on some bad water containment. Well, we might have to make our way up here at some point as well. But this is the one that we're going to worry about first. We've got plenty of trees to get. In fact, are those ready to cut? Yeah, but are they out of range? They're out of range. So, let's fix that. And then we'll also fix this over here. But yeah, it's been another long week. I've got a long weekend here. Need more coffee. Wife got up an hour ago and has been in busy and forgetful mode, so zero chance of me sleeping. I know how that is. My wife gets in that same mode. She often forgets that there are other people in the house other than her when she wakes up, so it does happen. Let's take out this road, because I shouldn't need it anymore. All of those we don't need. All of these we don't need. Let's see. I don't need any of this. Or this. Or that. Yeah, so... But I did get quite a bit of stuff done today, or at least quite a bit of stuff around the house. So at least I feel a little accomplished, you know, that I at least got a couple of things done and out of the way. Let's unpause all these. I know they take logs, and we don't have a ton of logs. So, although, why are these trees marked to cut? No. Guys, that's what these trees are for, is cutting. There we go. Now we'll get a couple logs. Yeah, let's see, what else do we got? We got this over here. I think we're pretty much done in this area, so that can go. Those can go. I might set up an apple orchard over here. Seems like a good place for one. This can go. That can go. Don't need those. These guys are finishing up some logs over there. What I want to do is get over here and set up some sluices. Good old sluices. We've got metal. You know what I'm gonna need? One, I'm gonna need more beavers. I think that's a given at this point. Let's see if we can slot maybe... There you go. A nice place for some more beavers in there. We got the water. The food's not bad, so, you know. Oh, I was looking last time to get them up there. But what I really need is just to put in maybe a bridge or two. Nope. We're going to have to use these, aren't we? That's all right. We'll use one of those bridges. This week was also busy with the extra work boss, the changing of what I was working on and things breaking. I managed 3 days work on tasks, my schedule for the month. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. Luckily, my work has not been too terrible. I'm actually almost caught up with things. let's grab... We're going to need some explosive factories in here at some point. So let's do that. And then I want another one of these at the end for now. Nothing to do in range. Well, we can't have that, can we? No. We'll just pause you until they come and get the stuff. I made a bridge across here last time, so let's use that. Pick up logs. We'll come over here. What's a good way? I could go down here. Oh. No, I couldn't. Because I got to go back up. So, why don't I just go around? Also, I've got the windows open behind me because it's nice and cool out here. It's actually been a halfway decent day. But if it starts getting noisy, let me know. I'll go and close the windows. Alright, so here we're going to need sluices. And we've got the stuff for them. So let's just put in a bunch of sluices. Yup. And then we'll do levees. Then the question becomes, so that area stays green. This one here, we could definitely do that, or blow up some area so that it stays green. It might get to that here. It stays a little green, so that's not bad. I want to take a look at this first, though. Let's figure this out, because I want this here. And then if I do 2s here along the back, there we go. And then we do levees. In the bad water to the right. That is my plan. I'm gonna get all this built. Let's put the levees in there. Levees. There we go. And then I'm gonna blow up right here and this, and send it off the screen this way, hopefully. Although, how can I... I guess I could put the levee here and send it off there. Because I can't put it here, because the bad water can't enter sideways. So I might have to blow this one up, this one, and this one. Now the question is... Can I do this? Nope. If I do this... And we grab... Oh, I have the 4 bridge. There we go. And... we need builder mode. Builder mode. There we go. Back to this. Right. Well, I could build it up that high and then demolish those. But I think I'd like to keep it like this. Keep it smaller over here. Because even if we don't get it completely done, we only release a small wave of bad water in here. Now, of course, there's going to be bad water from here, but, you know, we'll do what we can do. Are we still waiting? Yeah, we're still waiting. This is just day 1 of this. And then we're going to need... We need a... No, we need a 1 here. So that they can demolish this, and then we'll have them put other stuff under there. Let's grab the floor, though. It's 200. Where's my science at? Actually, that's not bad. And then, because I don't want them walking half the map with nothing, let's do storage, storage, storage. We'll do logs they're going to need, blanks they're going to need, and metal blocks they're going to need. There we go. How is everybody doing over here on the building stuff? They've got that done. Ah, good. There's our water from there. So this is going to fill back up, and they'll have farms again. What was that? Phone is over here going crazy, like it always does. Yeah, we'll have to find our way up there this evening. There we go. Okay. Which one of you guys is the apple juicer? Because we don't have apples yet, so we can use you somewhere else. Tomatoes, beetroot radish, and, corn juice. Everybody's favorite thing, corn juice. Here... We'll come back to that. I'll clear that out once I have dynamite. Do-do-do-do. All right. They've replanted all of these. They've got these. How's our tree situation? Actually, not bad. Maybe some trees can grow here in just a few. In fact, we've got spare logs that hopefully we can use to grab some of this stuff. Yep, that'll work. And then, you know what? We could come over here, couldn't we? Stairs and more stairs. Over here. That grabs that. That grabs that. And then... there we go. That all needs built. That needs cut. And I can cancel this stuff. Yay! Get that nice clear area there. Bad tide approaching. Of course. We just got a water reserve, and it's going to be all bad tide here in a second. Ah, well. At least we can kind of keep this reserve down here. And since these guys aren't in the water, they can probably build during most of the time that this is going on. Do I have any extra beavers? I do not have any extra beavers. Have I built this? I have built this. Let's do... Can I do something above this? I can do something above that. We'll decorate it up real good. Let's do... how about a lamp? Yep. And a shrub. And a bit of an awning. Do I want a leaning awning? Not really. I guess we'll get the regular one here. That'll work. Are we making dynamite yet? Oh, no. I need bad water. At least there's a bad tide and we can get bad water. Something actually positive from the bad water. There's somebody here? No. You guys aren't really doing much, so go find other things to do. We might have all of this taken care of, which isn't too bad. They're going to be building out over that. We're just going to lose this right here. Ah, well. So is life. You win some, you lose some in the Great Reservoir there. Yeah, let's get that taken care of. I'm going to have to block this off. I'm thinking at some point I need to clear all this rubble out of here. It's just kind of in the way. Maybe when I have a better idea of how to route all of this. I'm How is this looking? Well, they're just getting started here, I guess. I don't know why they're having so much trouble with planks. Keep an eye out for the bad tide. I might just make a passageway down here. No. So, connect these in, maybe the long way here. That way I can remove this bridge, and I won't have to worry too much about it. You guys doing over here? Not bad. Not bad at all. All that water I'm gonna lose. That's a bit disappointing. Oh well. I still have a decent amount down here, I suppose. In fact, if they build this, then I can remodel this into maybe longer bridges. Rid of that. Just something to look nicer. Plus, I can switch this bridge around here. Let's hold on for a second while I manually switch this. Nope, wrong way. This goes to this. This goes to that. These over here. You know what? I'll keep an eye on the bad water. As it gets closer, we'll close off this area. I'm going to go ahead and start. I don't remember if this still had issues. You know what? I'm just going to let it all go now. That way, nothing comes up. We don't have to worry too much about it. And if we need more area, we need more area. It happens. That's really rushing through there. Hopefully, these gates stop spilling over, at least stop spilling over a little bit. Most of the bad water can go out this way. We'll take kind of whatever we can get there. Oh, there's our explosives. Well, let's plan to set up for that. Ooh, that's gonna suck. I won't install those stairs yet. Quite yet. Actually, demolish you and you. Just have them marked, maybe. I don't think they can demolish from above. Maybe one from below, but I don't think from above. So we might have to wait until this is done. However, I could do this. Do I have... Yeah, I sure do. Maybe widen this place out just a bit so we don't get too much corrupted water in here. We'll say that that is of high importance. So is this. Our poor apple orchard area is already not good. How are you doing? Yeah, you're trying. This seems okay. Got metal. We out of scrap metal again? Alright, well, we'll do what we can do there. There we go. Open those up. trees. No, don't cut any of these trees. Was this an apple orchard? It was an apple orchard. Okay, well. We'll maybe have more apple orchards. Ugh. Alright, that's gotta go. Can we get more to go this way, please? Get them. Did it stop overflowing? Yeah. We got a little bit of corrupted water down here, but you know what? I'm not as worried about it as I thought I was going to be. Is this full? Yeah, that's full. You can go do something else, please. While we're here, let's take this out. And then we'll remove those too. How are we doing on logs? Logs were okay. Food were okay. Juices, not so much. Our juice could use some work. They are building over here at a decent rate. They're putting stuff down. They're just not actually finishing it for some reason. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not gonna ask. They can figure it out themselves. It's a bit of a long run for them, but it's okay. They'll live. You have 4 extra beavers. Well, I guess it couldn't hurt to actually bring in enough logs to fill up the log place. Yeah, you got a little corrupted down there, but we'll wash it out. Let's take a look under the water. There we go. That's not bad. This, I don't need anymore. That gate does not seem to be overflowing, so currently that's okay. And then we could use this to try and climb up the hill here, couldn't we? Oh, you guys are done. Nice work. Man, these guys like their juice, don't they? Hey, Death, how's it going? Ah. We're getting a little bit farther. Trying to clear out some, It's going? Yeah, I know how that is. There are definitely days like that. We're trying to make our way to, well, we're clearing out this water thing here. And then we're going to make our way up and get the bad water handled in that one so that this is all good water, or at least I hope. We'll put somebody in there. That one's done. They can finish there. Is there any... You know what? I've got extra beavers. You know what we do with extra beavers? Let's make them build something. Do. That can go there. That can go there. That's good. Let's see. You're not doing anything. You guys really aren't doing anything. So out you go. That guy's still doing something. Corn. Okay, well. Am I full on all the corn and cornmeal? Corn. Well, not corn, but cornmeal. I don't have that much storage for cornmeal. At some point, I'm going to have to get some more storage, I think. Oh, let's pause you. Wheat and wheat flour. You're not doing anything. Maple syrup. I don't have any. You're making stuff. Apples. Nope. Maple syrup. Nope. Let's see, all these guys up here. How did I miss this one tree here? Don't need you. They're still working on pulling stuff in. You can go do something else. Well, that's still marked to cut. This doesn't need to be marked anymore. That can all go. We're doing okay here. I'm not going to blow that up until they go to bed. Put all their stuff in. What kind of apple pies, cornbread, bread, and baked beets? Okay. Well, maybe I'll make that a maple forest over there. Dance hall. What do I need for the dance hall? Bricks, metal. I should be able to make that. I can also make the exercise plaza. Well. Dance hall. Do. Just need to find a way up there. Oh, I already have a way up there. Dance hall. Exercise plaza. There we go. Took a lot of science, but hopefully the well-being is worth it. Yeah, I have plenty of water down here. They are barely using water because they keep drinking all the juices. I need stairs. What are you guys? Not great. But there's enough over here that I could probably leave them there for now. Oh, this is in. Which means I can fix my bridge. What am I doing today? I am working on my Emberpelts colony. What are you up to? How's your day going? We've got a little bit of stuff. There we go. What is he? No, they're going up there. Somebody get that taken care of. Once that's in, I can blow up all of this, and that should help us a little bit here. Although I feel like I should change some of this field into corn, but that's okay. Seeing as we're somehow always low on corn. Corn is pretty good, though. Not the juice. Definitely not corn juice. There we go. Good, good. Well, maybe. That's what I wanted to take out. we're just kind of getting things worked out with the Emberpelts here. We've got some of the metal there. There's a little bit of metal here. But I'm going to have to go find another metal deposit. But there's a couple of big ones up here, so why don't we look into that? Nope. Wait, is that... Yeah, that's the wrong size. There we go. Maybe. Maybe. There's no water up there. That's good. That's going to be a long trek for metal. Eventually we'll have pipes, but we don't have pipes yet. What do the pipes cost? Two-way station, small two-way is also 700. Why would you get the large one if you could have the small one for the same cost? That's kind of weird. Oops, not lumberjack. Scavenger flags. There we go. Not bad. Kind of self-sustaining. Baked beets. Am I low on beets? That's radish. Where's all my beets? There's my beets. Eh. They could be getting things in there. Don't know why they're not. Metal blocks. Isn't that you guys? Large smelter. I have charcoal. I have scrap. You know what? Let's turn this down to 16. Maybe they'll work a little bit faster if they have a little bit more time off. They won't work as much, but you never know. Maybe it'll even itself out. It should eventually. Get maybe one of these, one of those, and one of those. And in here, we'll put... We've got bricks and gears. We could use dynamite and pine sap. There we go. One of you. Now we just need to figure out how to get... Might have to spiral up. More stock. More stock is good. Almost always good. Not always, but almost always. I do this, and then rotate that, and then do that won't quite work, will it? Oh, maybe it will. Because I don't need a 2, I need a 3. Then I need a 2 here. Well, if I do a 2, and I do... Nope, I do... that... Can I put stairs? No, I can't put stairs there. I just need the curved stairs or the ladder. That's what I really need. Okay, if that won't go there. What if I were to do this? That. And now we do stairs. There we go. Is this a weird way to do this? Yeah, probably. Use the space above the path. Like here? Hmm. No, I could go... Oh, I see what you're saying. Hold on. Ah, build mode. I need a build view. So if I go there and then do this... And then can I... Well, I can't do that. That doesn't... No. Thought I had it for a second, but nope. If I go to here... Well, go one there. Go one there. 3 here. Well, that result is about the same as what I had before. We'll just do that. Is it pretty? No. Is it functional? Yeah. This... Oh, I need stairs on these. Nice, yeah. Maybe not the most picturesque, but it works, and it gives us open space. There we go. And you know what? Just because we can... Decoration... Shrub. This is for planks. But it works, that's right. It works, and that's the important part. Ah, good. This. There we go. Now there's plenty of water release that way if we need to be. How are they doing over here? Let's start our way up this hill, shouldn't we? This way, over here. Up this hill. That one, that one, that one. Oh, look at all that metal. We could also be getting that metal, I suppose. Nothing to do in range. Oh, you guys are all done. Nothing to do in range. It works. That's fair. If it works, it works. Sometimes you just gotta go with what works. 23. Yes, we still have no apple pies because we can't keep our apple orchard alive. Yep. Almost thinking I should take this out and just replace it with bridges. Oh, did this go in? It did finally go in, and look at that. The water level is down as well. Which means we should be able to come down here, take these out, and hopefully explode this part of the mountain. Water's okay. Food is a little worrisome, but we're okay. I'm wondering if I should get a second set of farms somewhere. just to help them pull in. I mean, each farm has got 3 people in it. You would think. You know what? Let's prioritize some emptying of various things. Roof brazier, bust clock, labor monument. Fun detail scratcher. I guess I could invest in a scratcher or 2. The beavers would probably appreciate that. Scratcher. There we go. Scratchers all around. You guys don't have anything going on, so find something. You're still sitting there. Move the water dump further over the reservoir and put 2 more farms on top of the water. I mean, that's not bad. I could definitely expand this out. And that would help get the corners. Let's see. I think if we can just get them to empty it out more often, maybe that'll help as well. We'll try that first, and if not, we'll expand this out. Nothing to do in range. Oh. This guy is gonna need some help getting up there. We'll pause that. 26. There go the goals. That's what we wanted to see. Now that we got the scratcher in there. Contemplation spot. Good. Alright, well. Yeah, I'm going to have to break down and get at least another couple of farms here. You know what? We're just going to do the easy way. I need to just put some platforms on the irrigation reservoir so 2 farms will fill up. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. They could probably reach quite a ways. I could do one... Well, if I did one there... Can I... I'll toss some quick ones in. Just so we can pull in some more stuff. Bottom corner. Yeah. We have people in there? Yes, we do. I'm going to make you that, and you that as well. 27. Yeah, now we're looking good, right? There it goes. Weird. Everybody go to bed? Yeah, everybody went to bed. Okay, look at that. We've got what we need right there. Nope, it's just that one that has to be taken out. We'll have to build some more stuff over here, so I'll leave these here for now. How's my planks doing? Not great. You guys... I should have some storage over here for them, but I don't. Take the exact layout of the farms you have and move them up 3 blocks. The water dump too, so the dump touches the top edge. Oh, just set them here and put the dump, like, in the middle? Yeah, I could see that. That may work. I'm just going to leave those for a minute, but that's probably a better... What you had is probably a better way to do it. Hey, are we all the way up here? We are all the way up here. That's got to go. Well, if I run out of logs, at least I have plenty of places to get them. Take that out. They can come and clean that up. That's got to go. How many more down does that need to go? One. Got to go here, so what? 3? It's all right. Once the water comes back, hopefully we'll get some more food from these areas. Also, I'm going to take this bridge out. They're going to have to use that way for now. All of those can go. All of those can go. We'll start building some bridges. About some really long bridges. Because they look really nice. What do I have left in the middle? Bridges, yay! Nope, I need a 1 on either side. Long bridge connected by short bridge. There you go. That's for when the ships come through. It opens in the middle. Good water, yay! Are you guys open? You're closed because you're all contaminated. Let's just open you for now. Blarp. Maximum cantilever, exactly. Fix up these bridges really good. Once all this nasty water gets out of here, we'll send it back the other way. There we go. Alright, let's get these in here, and we're just going to say they're open for now. There we go. Come on. Get out of there, water. Yeah, we're losing a little water over the back edge, but I'm not that worried about it. I'll keep setting these as highest priority, though. Alright, we have to probably shove a little bit of bad water down this way, but you know what? At least it will fill things up. Alright, that'll fill up in a second. They walked all the way over there to put the dynamite down, but they didn't build it. Of course. That would just be silly. Why would you do that? There you go. Okay, so that is on its way out. Now I need to do the same thing here. All the way up. Looking good. You know what? Let's get a couple more hours out of them and see if that'll help with the food issue, because I don't like where the food issue is going. Oh, duh. I have to switch these back around. 0, 1. That will give me all of those back. This can go, this can go, this can go, that can go, that can go. That needs to go back. We'll see if the next one's a drought or... Is this lower ground? It shouldn't be lower ground. Feels like... No, it's not lower. Okay. They got all the ground back in there. Get the great bridge there. At least a pretty good bridge. Make a cantilever that would make a Santiago Calatrava. Less proud. Engineer come architect. No, for sure this huge cantilever. Well, I really wish you did have things that could make the bridges open and close. That would be pretty neat. But they don't have that, unfortunately. Did they get this in? They did. That goes there. Another one. All the way up. Of course it's a bad tide. The last thing I really wanted was a bad tide. Come on. Get that food. If I just do some quick planting radishes. They do, delete and rebuild. Yeah, I suppose that's one way to do it. But nothing in-game to do it. At least this time we won't get bad water down here. It'll all be good water. How's these sluices going? They are going. Not great, but they are going. And is that down far enough now? Yep, sure is. Which means I can take this out. Which means we can blow this up. Yep. We have canola. We have plenty of oil. Cornmeal. Can't do anything with cornmeal until we have maple syrup. For some reason, we can't eat cornbread without maple syrup. That seems like a cardinal sin. Apples I don't have. You are supposed to be there, and you are supposed to be... Okay. Let's see. We can get that in there. I want to say, not that. Close above. Do. That should make all of them close above. We'll see if we can get this dynamite in there at least. If nothing else. Super high priority on all of it. Why does it always take two guys to do the dynamite? One guy to bring it, one guy to put it down. Well, we may be able to cut this one off at least. I don't know about the other one. Try it. See what happens. Oh, come on. How do you light half of a dynamite? I mean, to be fair, how do you light a dynamite underwater? But I guess they have special dynamite for that. But I've never seen one that you can only light halfway. Yes, there we go. All right, let's get this sluice in. This. No, I don't want twos. I want ones. Ones, there we go. Landscaping, there we go. And then we can do levees, lay back on top of those. We'll say all of this high priority. Don't build anything else until you've built that. Nope. Levee. Put those back. Also high priority. How are you guys doing? Definitely not bad. Well, we'll get a quick test to see if it's actually working. Can we, if we close these, nope, closed, will it, yeah, they'll all go that way. Wonderful. I might need a third explosive area, but that's cut off that. So now, nope, I want everybody to come over here and try and get this done. So if we can get this done, we've got a ton of extra water for us. Which should, hopefully, it won't help with these crops, but should help with some other things. Fast towns in Beaver Town. Yep. The fastest. And unfortunately, the beavers that don't like to get wet are going to have to actually get wet. It's an unfortunate turn of events. Oh. Well, okay. I guess I don't need those because it's not overflowing. So those can go. How's it going, Mal? Keep an eye down here. I want that done ASAP. I don't care who gets contaminated. I don't care who gets wet. Just get it done. They can rest after they get that done. Unfortunately, it looks like they're unfortunately going to contaminate the area. But we'll see what we can do. Is there one in? There's one in. Come on, guys. Bring me those. Work trip's done, and the major hiccup wasn't my fault. Also, ads. Yeah, ads, and more ads. Always ads. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let it out. Let all that water out of there. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get that in there. Not in time to cut this off. Wet fur and unwell beavers. Well, go figure. Those are all dead. Oh, crud. I forgot to change this. Dang it. Dang it. Ah, well. Okay, well. How's these farms doing? They're doing okay. We have a little bit of food here and there. We have apples. All the bad water is going out that way. These, if I just say close. There we go. It's shoving all that bad water out, which is what we want to see. Well, we didn't get it for this particular one, but we got it for the next one. Whether it's a drought or a bad tide, we should be okay, at least for the majority of our area. Are we out of charcoal? What's with the charcoal, people? I don't know why you're having trouble with charcoal, but let's get some charcoal made, please. Oh, I'm still on. You know what? Let's go to 16 hours. They can take a little vacation. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. A little vacation. Only have a 16-hour work day. That's not terrible, is it? Okay. Bunch of canola. I have a feeling I have too much canola. For the moment, I have too much canola, so we're going to take away that part of the field, and we're going to replace it with maybe corn. Since we seem to always be low on corn. Good old corn. Grilled corn, yep. Apples have not grown back. These guys have berries, so if we get really desperate on food, we can do that. Pine sap. Am I getting pine sap from anywhere? Corn. How are these guys doing over here on the metal? Plenty of metal. Plenty of time to get the metal. Let's do storage. Get them a nice industrial pile. For the scrap to go out. That way they don't have to walk back every time. A couple of apples helped just a bit, but not too much. That's paused. These guys should probably all be paused. There's definitely nothing coming from there for now. We got 13 days. Almost thinking I need... put another water dump up here. We'll move this down, take this out, and we'll do kind of an emergency water dump here. Is that 3 by 3? Yeah. That way we can keep food going. And you know what? We're going to try Kudzin's method here. Let's do that. And if I put in food, farmhouse here, and farmhouse here, and then we take that one out and do fluid dump here. There we go. Guess I really don't need those. You can also start working on this and figuring out how to redirect this. I might just have to tunnel through this mountain. Which is not what I want to do, but I will do if I have to. Food is still going down at a rather alarming rate. Storage, water. You replanted the corn already, right? Yep. It's a 10-day one, though. This. Take that out. Somebody's track. And water. Do a dump right there. That can go there. That can go there. Make anything with just wheat flour? Do I have to have a bunch of other ingredients? No. Stuffed beets, apple pies. Nope. These guys can't make bread. That's terrible. Do. So now I need to get this off of the map. Question is, how do I do that? Well, centrifuge. I could probably do a centrifuge. Give it its own thing. You have charcoal? Get some charcoal in there, would you? We do that, and we do centrifuge, so we could get, well, hold on, food, industry, science, refinery. Refinery doesn't need anything, it just needs charcoal and bad water. That is something I seem to have plenty of. So if I did a refinery, I could get the best engine. Puts out way more power. Good. You know what? Let's do that. Let's start with refinery. That's science. There we go. And we'll put storage. Get a little bit of storage here and there for it. Storage for coal coming in. Bad water coming in. We're going to pause that so we can go do something else. The one thing that we need the most, and they don't have it built yet. Oh, and they put all the stuff in there and don't build it. These beavers, they just do not want to build stuff today. Let's... There's not really much point in those, so they're not really doing anything except getting in the way. These we don't need. Nope. because that's done. So the bad water lock there is done. The bad water lock here is done. Means all of this should be free. So as long as we make it through this bad cycle, we should be all right. Apples. More apples. Do we not have any apples to go? Somebody bring them some coal, please. I really don't want to get more beavers. They're already very full. Oh. Very important that that has somebody in it. These... maybe? Okay. We'll get rid of these. Food is back over 1,000, but not yet there. Let's see. That can go there. Need somebody here. Bringing in the water. And then we can do plant crops. Let's do corn. Let's do... what else do I need more of? It's like mostly just corn. Maybe some bell peppers. So let's do corn. And then bell peppers on the side. Okay, you can do a couple of carrots there. Whatever, it's fine. And then if you guys can plant the carrots, we'll do the carrots. We've got a whole farming center set up here. Corn. Wheat. Okay, can they not... recipe selected. Aha! Fuel bad water. We'll get there when we get there. What am I low on? I'm low on food. Hopefully, when this corn comes in, that can be solved. Random logs out here. We have got a ton of beavers working on farms at the moment. And we're still having trouble with food. Are we... oh, for the love. Let me bring this thing charcoal. We've got plenty of it. I do need to find a place to get apples. More apples and more maple syrup. And some maple syrup. Not just more, but some. Do-do-do-do. We have some apples here still on the tree, though. Picking them? What's going on here? Oh, well. I guess they're all asleep. That's what you get. I'm going to say these are less important than other things. Those are less important. There we go. Well, maybe that'll help. Maybe we'll get some food processed for a change. These guys are just kind of sitting there. I have to figure out a better way to keep the inner area. Suppose I could send some beavers down here. Was this maple? This is maple. I guess I do have a little bit of maple. Maple. Huh. Okay, that must have been where the pine resin came from, because I don't remember setting up a pine forest yet. Okay, we'll leave that. 5 days. It's better. Food is coming back up. Maybe we should look into... fixing this area. That one has to stay. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. The water source is right here, isn't it? So it's going to have to go like this away. Here. Do I have a decent amount of dynamite saved up? I have 146. I think I'll be okay for if I cut that off for a minute. Where's that guy going? He's like, yeah, I'm just going to go wherever I feel like it. Yep, that guy too. Come on, get across there. What the heck? What was that about? Gonna be less pressure after an explosion like that? You would think. Okay. Think quick. It can all drain off of that side. Well, that's a mess and a half. Now we have a bunch of sick beavers. All right, well, I wanted that to go straight off anyway, so now it will. Figure this one out. Okay. Needs to go here, here, and then we need to build one of you, another one of you. Oh, I actually got it for a change. No, we're just going to build 2 of those. It's what I get for trying to make things better. Holy cow, where is all this bad water coming from? We're going to have a ton of contaminated beavers. This is not good. Decontamination bed requires that weird phoenix fire stuff. Which, where the heck did that come from? Phoenix Distillery, which I should be able to get now. And then well-being, this, that, can't do that. Can do this though. All right, let's get to building those first. Those, that. I have some fuel. Good. Bad water down here, but I forgot to put a tank for the fuel. You know what? We'll do that one there. We'll do that one there. It's distillery. So I just need Phoenix Essence. Whenever that actually gets made. And then we can put at least a couple beavers in decontamination pods. Because things are gonna get worse before they get better. 19 unwell beavers is not a good thing. All right, how's my food doing? 1.3. That's not bad. Corn. Hopefully corn is coming along. There. Phoenix Distillery. Get them some Phoenix Essence. Oh, we've got one person in our Phoenix Essence in there. Oh, I want to turn that off. Turn that off. Both of those. Okay. Okay, good. Well, some of them will be decontaminated. Probably slowly. Yep, contaminated by bad water. Ugh. Well, that was not what I wanted to happen at all. You guys get... I'm not going to ask. They should be able to get that off the end of the bridge there. Phoenix Distillery. All right, well, we'll take what we can get. And it looks like in 0.8 days, we won't have to worry too much about water anymore. Make sure these all auto, let's see, close below contamination. Close above contamination. Okay, that's set up. Let's make sure these gates are set up. You, don't worry about the height. Above, don't worry about the height. Below. For these, okay. Well, we made it. That was a bit rough, but we sure made it, didn't we? We kind of had a rush on a couple of things, but we're okay at the moment. corn. Oh, they're planting some carrots back here. I'm going to leave those there in case I need them for anything else here soon. You never know. And when the good water starts, we're going to push a lot of this yucky stuff down this way. And then we'll have it pushed that way. Okay. 8, 7, 5, 4... 2. There we go. All sorts of a mess. But that opened and that closed. Now, how did these do down here? Those are fine. They look fine. Are you closed? You are closed. That should help a little bit. Let's check our mess over here. Well, we've cleaned it up enough. Just enough. Come on, bad water. Get out of there. I need as much good water as I can possibly get. A drought would be nice for the next one instead of a bad water cycle, but we'll live with what we get. We're also going to leave them at 16. They just seem happier that way. Let's come out here. I'm thinking maybe I build an orchard, but I put the thing on the middle of the lake here. If we're able to get this clear out, maybe I will build that orchard. Those are still on. You still have maple syrup. Let's get you storage for maple syrup. Seems like a weird place to put it, but you know what? It's fine. Maple syrup. And, hey, something needed maple syrup. This. We should be able to get most of that. You need apples, but I don't have apples. Yes, I do. What do I need here? Maple syrup. We'll use all our apples really quickly. Holy cow, I'm behind 21 beavers? Did I just have a death wave or something? I don't know. 22 beavers. It is too far. Oh, I actually have to connect the bridge. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Or at least it should make more sense. Get food, get planting. There we go. Project Phoenix is nice, but we're gonna hold off on that. Fuel is okay. We'll wait there. Food is recovering. Okay, that's good water. Take you up. And we'll watch the water level increase. No, it's going up. That's still blocked, I think. Yes, there we go. Let's refill our water while we can. Come on, you're almost there. I feel like scratchers should help with both decontamination and wet fur in this case. are things over here? Not terrible. There we go. There's the water filling back up. That's what we wanted to see. I have no idea how we're going to manage to keep all of this good to go. We'll figure that out as we go. Let's see. We've got that. So we've got our 2 Phoenix. Still got some maple syrup. Not really. I guess we're still waiting on that. Okay. Well, food is going back up, so we've kind of stabilized the colony. But we're way behind on beavers again. We have 12 contaminated. That probably doesn't help. Oh, I gotta get people back in here, too. $28? Nice. Hey, a drought. Yay! I'm actually happy to see a drought. It's much better at this point than... well, than just about anything else. It should help us recover on food. It should help us recover on lumber. I mean, a temperate season would be better, but we'll take what we can get. Guys, there's not going to be trees there for a bit, so you can go find something to do. Do that. Do this. Cornbread, wheat flour. Okay, well. Oh, we're log starved again. People back in there. You've done all you can do. No apples, no berries to pick. Anything else that we can kind of... construction is out, but, you know, in all honesty, that's not that bad. So, we'll deal with what we get. Let's do fuel going out. Let's do Phoenix Essence going out. Hey, there's some logs. All right. There's a couple of apples. You know what? I'm going to turn this one back on. We're 26. 26 beavers short. I think that's because I have so many of those builders' huts, though. So as we get more beavers, hopefully we can... peppers. Bell peppers. I don't know why they're not getting made. 29. Let's go. Detailer, Wonder of Fire, Labor Monument. What else can I put up here that they would like? Decoration. Got all the roofs. How about one of these? Do this. And I do... there's our decorations. I do one of these. That covers this, or those three. This one. Cover that one. We got one here, and if I put it here, no, that doesn't cover the house. We'll put it there, because why not? Because the decoration system in this game is weird. We have some maple syrup. And we get to use all of this water to hopefully keep in all of this water. This'll all go, though. 31. We're down to one contaminated beaver, which is much better. Beaver bust, statues. The clock is about the only thing we don't have currently, or currently have a space for, but that's okay. Oh, I need a couple down here, don't I? Let's do right there. I could use just a regular roof. Let's do that. Let's do well-being. Let's do, nope, decoration. Regular roof there. Brazier there. Bust there. Are they all the decorations? Yes, mostly decorations. Contemplation spots. Do I need a couple more of those? Seems like I do. Here you go. You guys can contemplate dancing and maybe exercise. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. They're doing fine over there. Those are doing fine. 19 beavers. What? 33. Are we actually getting some juices? I feel like we're not getting much in the way of juices. What juice is this? Beeton radish and tomato juice. Who's doing beeton radish and who's doing tomato? You're doing tomato. Are we out of tomatoes? Oh, we're out of tomatoes, I think. No, we're not. We have 475 of them. He gets 2 at a time. That's his problem. Maybe I can get them to fill these up. At some point, I think I'm going to need an extra hauler post. Maybe I can switch these 2 out with a hauler. Not that they had anybody in them, but, you know, that's how it goes. Let's do hauling. That way stuff can get brought around if they need to be. Okay. All looks good so far. Not a bad recovery. Some oopses in there, but not bad. Let's see. Before I blow those up, I'm going to go out one more here. Destroy that. Ew, I'm going to have to... Alright, well, we're going to have to cut that off for a minute. Means that's probably going to have to go. Which is not what people want to see, but there's nothing going on up there at the moment. What is this? Phoenix Essence. Okay, well, good. We got a couple of those going. Bad water. What else? What other options do we have? Radishes? Beets, bell peppers. Radishes. What do I need for radishes? Radishes and water. Okay, let's use radishes. We'll make fuel out of radishes instead of bad water. You guys can go back in. Still only got 13 trees. That's not ideal. Oh, look at that. They got up there. Okay. So, we're going to have to figure out sluices here. Sluice. And then we'll start dynamiting our way over, although I don't think we have a ton of dynamite at the moment. Oh, we got 132. I just can't make any at the moment. You know what? Let's say that's important so that it gets done. And then, can I demolish this? No, it's too far out of the path. Okay. If I were to say, put some stairs in there, we'll see if they can get to it from the bottom of the stairs. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. But let's say I want both of those done. Otherwise, they're just going to run around and do nothing. And here, we're going to need at least a dynamite there. There we go. And we can do sluice. There we go. All right. We're getting a little bit more juice here and there. That's what we want to see. Ooh, 36. Look at that. Everything but injury. Do I have beds? Maybe too much dancing and exercise. Still down 24 beavers. But until I get my food stabilized, I do not want to raise my population again. Besides, I still have 2 open beds that they're not using. What's over here? There we go. Okay, well, I guess they're working their way there. We could probably upgrade to the better engines here or there. What do I need to build as those? A lot of stuff. Do I have a lot of stuff? Actually, do have a lot of stuff. It's 1,000, and it runs on fuel, which is basically... It's basically a radish an hour, if it really comes down to it. A radish and 1 water an hour. Which, a radish an hour is not bad. I have plenty of radishes. Alright, well, we're gonna take that out for just a minute. They are probably gonna be very unhappy with me. Do I have bricks? I got bricks. There we go. Out you go. In you go. High priority on that. Let's get it done so these people can get back to work. And then if I need to move these, eventually I can. Hmm. Look at that. We're up above 3,000 food. Well, maybe it's time to look into getting another place. $37. Let's get people in here using these radishes. I don't currently need any more of this, so we could send those out to other places. Once my charcoal fills up, that'll probably stop the charcoal need. In fact, I could do this and this, and I guess I could have just changed what was in there, but that's okay. Still watching. Good, good. I'm still hanging in there. The best I can. There we go. Emberpelts wouldn't make a bad third faction. But I'd really like to see something different whenever the next faction comes out. I hope there's more than 2. I feel the game would be a little underutilized if it were only 2. There we go. Let's do this. And now, this. Nope. Nope. Close above contamination. There we go. 1%. Close. Nope. Up. Below. There we go. And now, I just need to get up here and start blowing holes in this mountain. Which is going to take a while since I don't have extract yet, but that's okay. In fact, could I get extract? I probably could. This goes here. This goes here. What do I got to do for extract? Oh, that's right. I was going to work on that. We could put an engine here. Start another little area. And then water, we do centrifuge. There we go. If at some point I need more fuel, I will just make another refinery. Seems like a decent option. In fact, I might just do that. There we go. Refinery. Beaver statue, clock, labor monument, carousel detailer. That's not bad. Do I need more water down here? Yeah, when it goes down a little farther, I'll lower that. Actually, I might just lower it now. We'll just fill some of it back up. It's not gonna hurt to fill it up just a little ways. And that way I lose less overall to evaporation. There's plenty to do over here. Although, I think all the ones missing are probably my builders. So... Oh, and my haulers. Clay. I'm going to pause the clay, because I don't need it currently. Charcoal, I still need kind of at the moment. I need to replace this one with one of these, and then I can take this out. More water. I do need more water. More water overall. Although this little area right here now has become pretty nice reservoir for us. Huh. Are we actually filling up on apples? I don't think so. No. They're just horribly slow to pick them for some reason. Apples. Always focus on the apples. This guy... I don't even know what he's doing here. He can just go. How we doing? Maple syrup? We don't have a ton of it. Maybe some of these will grow up and we'll get some maple syrup from them. We've got corn finally. What is this? Baked beets? Are we low on beets? Oh, that's radish. Tomatoes. There's the beets. Are we just not pulling them in? What are we doing here? I feel like I need like a depot over here to store some stuff so they'll come and get things. Then again, I could just turn on this. I'm watching over in the Philippines. Oh, that's neat. How's the Philippines this time of year? I'm guessing it's warm. Is the Philippines humid? Seems like it would be humid, but I don't know. Still have 24. Okay, they're making bricks. That's fine. Charcoal is still getting made because it's still getting used. Good. No. Always good to know. Other than the storms here, we're not doing too bad. Do. Can I put... I can put something right over that. Neat. Let's see. Building lacks materials. What do you need? Maple syrup. Yeah, we kind of know that. Do. How is this going up here? They're working on this. I need logs. Ugh, I'm log starved again. Oh, I got a whole hill up here of logs that I could be cutting. Do. Cut trees. More trees. More trees. We'll take them all. There we go. Are there any others? Well, we can go around to the other side of the hill, too, at some point and get those. Having a bit of a rough time with the old bad water. Ah, good. That can go there. We'll put in a sluice here. There we go. You are for the bad water to go out. Not that. You are for the good water. And hopefully that goes out of there. And I don't need any of this stuff anymore. It goes there, to there, and out over here. There we go. How long do you end this live? I got about an hour left is what I usually go for. Usually a couple hours. I like to stream for at least 3, but sometimes it's only 2. Some days I'd like to get in a 4, but that doesn't always work out. Let's do that. What do I need for here? This just needs logs. Now this forest is about to grow up, so we're about to get some more apples. Okay. Let's see. Any other place? Well, we'll worry about those trees in a bit. Let's get these in here for now. I'm going to go through and just pause some stuff that we may or may not need. For instance, this extra one. We need that, but we don't need that. 3 hours. 3 hours total. Yeah. I started about 2 hours ago, so I got another hour left. Pause all these. There we go. What are we down to now? Building flax workers. Ooh. Let's get workers in there. Let's get workers in there. Okay. I want people in here. How's my metal doing? You know what? It's doing fine. Pause those. So that goes 10 people left. Yes. Okay. Building lacks workers. Good grief. They're just wandering from one farm to another. You know what? What's my... Actually, I don't have any bad water, so those can stay. What else doesn't have workers? Oh, well. That's kind of what I'm getting the workers for. Okay, so those 7 need workers. You know what? There's nothing left here. Nothing left here, or here, or here. You live tomorrow again. No, Timberborn I usually do Saturday evenings. And then usually I do different games on Tuesday and Wednesdays on Twitch. But that's usually about it. Sometimes it's a Tuesday, Thursday, depending on what I've got going on. Real life hits hard. Well, empty the rest of this water. We can build it back up in the next couple of days. No, I don't want it pouring over. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay, that should be enough. So this one's kind of a weekly scheduled one. Let's do... What are we doing? I need bad water. I need a whole lot more bad water. Don't they have a bad water rig? Water. Yeah, it's 4,000. But I've got everything I need to build it. And then I would literally never need bad water again. Let's do it. The rest of them I can just cap off. Do they have a way to get over there, though? No. Landscaping. Levy. I might actually just destroy that. Put you in here. demolish, make that. And then we can cap that off. And we'll see if we even need the rest of this stuff up here. We may not. This, I don't think I'm going to need, but you know what? I'll leave it, just in case. Oh, there's a little bit of bad water up there. Making fuel. You're also making fuel, also out of radishes. But not really needed too much. Pause you guys for a minute. Pause you. We'll fill up our Phoenix tank while we're here. What was the other option for the Phoenix, for the water here? Water. 5 in an hour, you get 45. Oh, wow. It's not bad. What does 5 Phoenix cost us? 1, 1, and 1 gets us 2. Interesting. That may be an interesting way to pull in water. Do. I could get down here. I could release all this water in there, but that's okay. You guys are all out of stuff to do already? Alright. Well, not a problem. We'll just move you over. Now I have 27 beavers not doing anything. Might as well. Where did all these beavers come from all of a sudden? Put them back. There we go. For now, we'll put them back. Alright, so that's good. Metal platform. Yeah, we'll do that. Hey, look at that. Now they can start building all of that again. Do. Holy cow. It's a whole line and they only got 18 bricks. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not here to complain about it. I'm here to just watch them get their stuff done. I need more apples, it looks like. I got some cornbread, though. That's nice. Beet and radish juice, we're doing okay. Corn juice. And tomato juice. Okay, well. They got juice to drink. Let's make sure this opens correctly. You are open. So you should be closed. That's all closed. That's fine. Did you open correctly? You did. If... I say, get rid of those. Okay. That should be fine. It shouldn't overfill there. Go ahead and take out those so that it doesn't do anything there. That can stay because that's kind of what they're walking up there with. There we go. We have more beavers. Is that the only one that doesn't have nothing to do in range? Okay, well, Pause you. Just keep moving down the hill. Uh-huh. How did we do over here? We need 2 and 3s. And hopefully that will eliminate our bad water problem there. We'll pull in bad water from this. However, once that gets filled, we won't need that anymore. Let's get those going. Maybe we can get some extract here. Do another large tank. We'll make that for the extract. Extract. There we go. Going out. Fuel going out. Going out. Good. To run this kind of lean for a bit. So we'll do that. And say that's super important. Ooh, where are you spilling? Why are you spilling? Okay, obviously I needed that there for a reason. So, are you closed? Is that what's going on? Open? No. Do. What's going on? Not be putting out this much water, but we'll get this taken care of. And let's say super high priority. This one I don't care about, but we'll do it anyway. We're gonna have a bunch of wet. Hi, I'm going beach. Okay. You have a good evening. Or morning, or whatever it happens to be over there. Is it gonna overflow down here too? Maybe I just need another exit for it. Let's get that in there. Anybody coming up here, or are they all wet and refuse to work? Okay, well, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna open that for a minute. Release the pressure. It's gonna be wet around town for a bit. But that's okay. We'll get this cleaned up. Well, now they come up here. Thanks, guys. Yeah, a ton of bad water. Ugh, everything is underwater. It'll dry up here in a minute. Just the beavers aren't very happy about it. Why are you overflowing here? Oh, that's why. Okay, well, let's flood the whole colony all at once. Why not? We wanted to make sure we had enough water. Now there's definitely enough water. Is there water flowing out of somewhere else, or is this just what's left? Kind of looks like it's what's left, which makes me worry about the food that we're losing. You don't like standing in the water. Get out of the water. Do. That's going to have to go there. No, wait. There's another one there. I don't need that. They just need to actually get over here and get this done. We've got food. That's good. Do we have extract yet? Yeah, we have extract. I don't know why they're not using it. Probably because they're all wet and angry. But 80... Go sit by a fire, you doofus. The ground will dry up here in a sec. There. Finally. Good grief, guys. If you hate water, don't stand in water. Drought approaching. Okay, I'll take a drought. I will definitely take a drought. Let's... I know we're don't have enough. Beavers to handle most of this, but... Did you get the rest of the bad water? These are... This should be? We'll find out here in a minute. Well, we'll find out the next bad tide, I suppose. Put the district center up. Oh. The district center... Where's the district center? Is way over here. They were milling around here. The water was all over here, but they'd like occasionally wander into it, which is weird. Okay, so hopefully that takes care of that. You still open? You're open. You're open. We are pulling in some bad water. We're still working on the rig. Liquid fuel is okay. Did you get liquid fuel? Yes. Well, you are set up for liquid fuel. Somebody actually needs to bring it to you. That's still not enough? Okay, well. We'll set up a second one then. I want to pause those guys, send them to somewhere else. Turn this one off. Put you back in there. I do appreciate that they made all of the power plants the same footprint, so that if you got to take one out, you can just swap it with another one. Asking about the water sources at the start of the broken natural. Ah, that's all right. I've been doing chores all day, so I get it. There we go. There we go. Recording and doing chores has been pretty much my whole day. Let's take that out. Let's take that out. We'll put in... Oops, I don't need any up there. There we go. We need another gatherer? I'll put one more in and just see what comes up. How are you guys doing on maple syrup? I don't think we have any. Hoping. You know what? I'm going to leave that, because as soon as I take it out, we'll need it. So, baked beets. You know what? I want you to just focus on the beets. You beets? No, you're bell peppers. How are my bell peppers doing? Meh, not bad. Not great, not bad. Okay, let's do a tapper shack. You need to cap it in case it overflows. I don't think all the bad water will play nice with the sun. You know what? I thought the same thing, but it definitely worked. I'll keep an eye on it. But the last bad tide we had when this was in, it seemed to work okay. Next one's a drought, though, so yeah. Drought started. There you go. All right. Not too shabby. You ever tried Korean soju? A brand called Mitsu. They have a blueberry soju. Got it yesterday, but too tired to enjoy it. Well, that means it's a good time to put it away. Save the good stuff for later if you can't enjoy it now. Tapper Shack. We're going to do Tapper Shack here. We're going to plant maples back here. And we're going to do apples over here. Oops. Nope. Maple. There we go. Apple. Apples. Just had some mango McCoy with gyoza. It's a thicker rice, alcohol with fruit mixed in. Tastes kind of like a smoothie. Huh. Interesting. I'm not big on smoothies, though. I don't know why. I mean, I know I have a weird sense of taste, but not sure. Let's go. These are all getting moved. Yeah. That hasn't tried any Korean alcohol. Not recently. I haven't had any alcohol in a very long time. Not much for alcohol in general. Every once in a while, a nice wine or something, but in general, yeah, I don't know why. Not like sweet fruity drinks, yeah. Just alcohol in general. I am not sure why. What in the world are all my builders doing? Oh, they're waiting for logs. Fair enough. I think I need another tree farm, another tree plantation. These guys go through trees ridiculously fast. Faster than the Iron Teeth. You know what? Maybe, just maybe. No, because I still have bad water coming through here. What are my builders doing? It's more like sweet fruit juice, which surprises you with intoxication a little while later. Yeah, that's not bad, but I don't know. Oh, they're trying to build this thing. You know what? I want to say that's less important than everything, literally everything else. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. Project Phoenix is still going there. They're still getting moved. Yay, they're starting on our dynamites here, finally. Maybe we can save ourselves from excuse me, from the bad water coming up here. Almost think I ought to take maybe make a reservoir out up here and take a little bit of a lake out here to make another tree farm. We're not going to detonate that right now. What are we doing on food? Hey, food, we're back up. All right. What are you working? We're still waiting on that. Let's say that is super important so that we actually get it done. And that powers everything up. You're not doing anything. You go find something to do. Got explosives. Some pine resin. I don't have a pine place yet, do I? Crud. Alright, well, you know what that means? That means I gotta change this out. Pine. That's all gotta be pine. And we'll get another one here. Slowly dynamite out the high point later. Yeah. It is a little slower than usual today is what it feels like. Now I've got pine instead of apples, but I still have my maple down here. Since so many things rely on that maple syrup. How are you doing? Not bad. Zoddy, where are you this morning? Right there. Get yourself some stuff. Actually, could just replace this with another one of those. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. Then we can pull in more of the maple here. Are you... There's no apples. Eventually, I'm hoping to take all of this stuff down to the bottom level and just dump it out the map that way. Missed a message before that about putting levees around the lake in the middle of the pine trees first to make one huge reservoir, then slow dynamite the gap lower later from bridges. It's not a bad idea. I could definitely do that. That way, this at least lasts a little bit longer. Let's see what that would look like. Then again, I am ridiculously low on... I mean, I'm in a hugely bad spot about levees, about trees in general at the moment. I go there. Move you. Oops, that one I don't need. You I do. There, there. That one, that one. That one. There, there, there. And then I need to demolish these two plants if I can. It's too far. I figured as much. Well, we'll work on that. And then this can go here. We'll put two of those here. We could even do a whole nother row here. Although I don't want that. Yeah, that might be what I do, is just leave it on super low. Super low. 4 more rows. Yeah, I probably could go up. Well, at least 2 more. Let me put my... Let me put this back in. We're going to start with this. We're going to say it's super low priority. And if we can build up from there, that's fine. If they would hurry up and finish out that dynamite. Nothing to do in range. Oh, yeah, you don't actually need to be in there yet. We don't have any trees planted. There. You go over one. Go there, you go there. Now, maybe with that, next time, it won't just splash out all over the place. In fact, we'll make sure it doesn't. So I'm going to do that. And we'll do that, so it can't splash out there. How's this doing? Meh. It's coming along. That. Yay, they have full power. That's what they needed. Am I out of... Yes, I'm out of that, so these guys can go find something else to do. 39. Man, look at that well-being. Campfire. Contemplation spot. Labor monument. So I'll need the monuments and all that stuff eventually. But not now. Look, we even have extra maple syrup. I never saw that coming. Once this is done, we can start just capping off some of the other ones. You know what? I could probably... We'll set these as low priority too, but... Maple syrup. Canadian. No, not quite, but maple syrup is pretty good. Actually, it's good enough that one year, one of my kids, that's all they asked for Christmas. They just wanted their own maple syrup because she never got enough of the maple syrup whenever it was out here. It was always gone before she could get to it. So that was one of her Christmas presents. I'm gonna have to find a way to get over here, though. Unless we just... Hopefully, maybe they'll get back there? Liz brother asked for sardines as a joke. You know what they got? I've had sardines before. I don't much care for them, but I've had them. Let's get somebody up here to get that. No, I only need one, really. Get the last bit of that metal. How are you doing up here? Not bad. I fried mine, though. Nothing to do in range. Oh, these guys again. Always got socks, and maybe something I didn't want. You know, I would love to get socks now. I never even got socks as a kid. One of those strange people that just never got socks or anything. Let's see. I could build a dam down here. And save myself a little bit more, but I don't have the trees for that. So what's extract? Are we out of extract again? I did turn it off, and I don't have anything to make extract, so yes, I guess that's why we're not going through that way. Must be forced bad water extraction, which forced is with extract. I get a little bit more, a little bit quicker, but I still think the 40 should be enough. What are you doing up here? Can't get rid of those because they're too far. Oh, that doesn't need to be there. Those can go there. I wanted games. So Lego mechanics. A puppy. Godmother always got me good science kits for my birthday. It's not bad. My parents would always split one good present between me and my brother, and that was pretty much it. There were a couple of years where we both got something nice, like a bike or something, but for the most part, they were just always split between me and my brother. You know what? I'm going to take those out so I can get over to these trees. It's a whole lot of birch. Whole lot of birch. Do I not have lumberjacks? I do. I just don't have a ton of them. I have extra beavers, so I don't need to worry too much about moving them around. In fact, this guy's done, so now we have 4 beavers. They can come and get all that. They finish. Look at that. So I don't need that anymore. Did get falling water Lego kit one year. Falling water Lego kit? I don't know that I've seen that before. Let's go out, prioritize. Falling Water is a building by Frank Lloyd Wright. Oh. I've seen a couple of buildings built, well, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. There's some weird buildings. I lived in Phoenix at one time, and he's got some buildings he built there. I can believe it. His architecture is weird. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm not here to judge. He's much more famous than I will ever be. Just going around the map cutting everything down. That, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, or this, or this. There we go. Oh. Time to lower the water here. Do-do-do. I just can't get anybody back there. I feel like I'm gonna have to destroy this whole thing here. Almost all of my food is full. Yeah, let's just destroy this line. I don't need to go that far back, but I'm gonna do it. They can replant later. Yep, just enough water. There's a little spillage over here, but I'm not too worried about it. And look at that. Now we have more bad water than we'll ever know what to do with. Although this is a dangerous place to work, so we'll probably have some injured beavers. Let's see. Speaking of dangerous places to work, let's see if we can make these a little bit nicer. It's my science. Not bad. It's enough to get this. A lot of Japanese inspiration and adapted it well to the American market. The layout, styling, the water, the pagoda tower he built. It was Japanese American. Oh, I didn't know he built a pagoda. I wonder where did he build that at? The ones that I saw in Phoenix were very colorful and very modern art type looking displays. All right, well, we'll let that fill up, and then I can just pause it for a minute, because that should be plenty. You need bad water. Put a whole tank of bad water here next door. Coming in, going out. What's my radishes doing? Beets. Radishes. Do I still have radishes? Radishes. I have 1.2k. Yeah, I think I'm doing okay on radishes. So I can still make fuel. My, everything but the apples are fine. We'll have to figure out something for the apples, but that might have to be next time. What are we doing metal-wise? Well, you got the blocks, but we don't have any metal coming in. So let's redirect some people over here, maybe. We'll go ahead and pause them. That gives us 5 back. Just in case we need clay, we better turn that on. Those are both still on. Charcoal, though, I'm not using a ton of it, so I might pause that. Bricks, still doing fine. I have a decent amount of juices, but I need to get some more holders, it looks like, for juices. So, what I could do there... Can I do 2? And then, will this go over these? Yes, it will. Alright, let's do... How long is the long one? About that long. Hmm. Hmm. If I went this way? And did 3s over here? Cover all those up, cover all those up. And then, let's see, we go 1 there, 1 here, and 1 here. There we go. I'm just gonna make a whole water storing facility here. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Now we can put some more juices in there that we might have. For instance, we could probably do another canola oil. Water we seem okay with. The drought ended. Well, I was just starting to have fun with it. Oh, look at this. One line through our colony. Wonderful. Let's lock this down. And you know what? I'm just going to do this. And we'll come out this way. There we go. You go here. But instead of those, let's do levees there. There we go. You built up the levee wall high enough. That's where you can connect through the 2 reservoirs. Yes, I definitely could. Why is this? Oh. That's why. Somehow I built these, but not anything else. There. There we go. A lot less wet. How is this working? Better now that there's actual space for it to exit over here. No splashing over. But I might tunnel between this and that over there. Maybe. Holy cow. These guys are very tree-starved. Pause, 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 pause. Move you down here. We'll take what we can get. Wet fur. Okay. Oh, for the love. Do. I shouldn't have taken that out. Alright, well. Open. Please stop raining on my town. I'm gonna have to go in 10. Wife is finishing driving school at 10 past, and it's 10-minute drive. Well, that's just fine. You enjoy your drive to pick her up. I'm gonna be done here in about 10, I think, so plenty to do. I think next time we might start looking into getting the tubeways set up. And we'll have to do something about this area here. Still don't know why it wants to flood, but we'll figure that out. I might just have to dig the channel deeper here. Barbecue and the beach. There you go. Those both sound like good times. Project, our Phoenix stuff can probably go away. Everybody's wandering through the water as soon as that goes away. We might just try another house here. Water and food are both okay, so I could use more beavers to get more stuff done. Nothing in range. They've all got wet fur because they're trampling through the mud over here. Come on, guys. Get rid of that. There we go. Thank you. Much better. We've got berries of all sorts. A couple of apples. Pepper Shack is doing all right. It's another drought. That's not bad. We can live through a drought. Got plenty of berries, though. Do I need the berries for anything, actually? I don't remember. Oh, I can turn these back on, because we're always going to have... Well, almost always going to have bad water. Ah, there we go. Priority. Super low. Still want the Emberpelts to use the firebending to fly the gliders from Iron Teeth. Wander around them. See, I agree. I agree. I like the tubes. I think they're the better way of fast travel, especially after playing with zip lines some, but... Yeah, both water beavers and Emberpelts feel like they should have their own way. Let's see. What do I not have a ton of storage on? Does it tell me? I want to make you apple juice. Nope. Make you corn juice. Ugh. Tomato juice. Yep. Canola oil. Oh, we have apple. We'll just do water. 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 The rest of them can be water for now. Oh, I was going to do another canola too, wasn't I? A bit more uniqueness in the faction. Like, both bad water rigs and domes are nice, but making a unique building. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Some kind of unique form of travel. Would be nice. You know what I could do over here? Floodgate. I put a floodgate here. I could keep good water here for just a bit. And then if it's bad water, I just open it up. I just have to remember to actually open it. Who knows if that's the case? You know what? Let's start dynamiting a little bit of this out. Dynamite. And then what we could do is... just do 3s all the way down here. At least let us store a little bit of water. You haven't connected the path up to where you put the cutting in, so they can't build a stair down onto the top of the new reservoir. Oh yeah, you're right. I have not connected that. Well, there we go. Good call. Thank you. Now they can put this in, even though I think that's lowest priority. They'll get to that eventually. We're so low on trees, just constantly struggling for trees. There's a bunch of them over there I can still get. I guess I could put a tree farm down here. I could also probably put a reservoir or put some dams up here. So that should be good water that goes through there now. There we go. Can we get those in time? We'll see. Probably not. There we go. Not a bad expansion there. Do I need to get rid of these? No, I don't really need to get rid of those. More radishes. Take out this road. Replant all of these. We'll leave the random carrots there, just because. Well, we're expanding out across the map pretty well. Yeah, that's not going to get in. That's all right. I'm not too worried about getting those. We're getting some trees back in here for the moment. We've got plenty of stuff going on there. We've got bad water coming in at a good rate. We've got plenty of power for all of our industry that we've got here. We've got a food place that's going pretty well. Not perfectly, but pretty well. We've got some new stuff for them to hang out and do. We've got... Did I forget to put that up? That's all right. Thank you. Now you can get rid of the 2x3 square of crops that never get planted. They've never been there since the beginning of time. It keeps flooding. Is there a square of crops? We'll have to locate those next time, I think. Yeah. That's all right. We'll get them next time. But I think overall we did pretty well. We had a surprise here that we had to take care of. We've got these forests coming in pretty well. We've got a decent amount of reservoir, although I forgot to put this back up, so it's not quite as good as it could be. This next time, we'll have a little bit of storage there. Took care of the bad water problem here, and here, and here. Oh, well, thank you for stopping and watching. I should be back next Saturday on this, and then I'm over on Twitch on Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday or Friday, depending on how life goes. But, as always, let's see. Well, first of all, let's see if there's anybody on Twitch that I know that I could raid for them. I don't really know anybody, so we'll just call it there for the day. As always, thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!